Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're bringing you the 2025 Yeet Street Point Series presented by Clash Discs number 4, round 2 from the University of North Carolina UNC Chapel Hill Disc Golf Course. This was a great round again. That was a little fast, sorry about that. But we started up here on hole number 8 for round 2, 305-foot par 3. I'm throwing my volt again and put it further out to the right this time. Left me with this putt here for the birdie. A little bit out to the right, tap in here for par. Hole number 9, we're looking at a 284-foot par 3, throwing my deflector again on the forehand. It worked last time. I just had a bad upshot that rolled away on me, so I figured don't change what worked. Hit a tree in the middle this time, which knocked it down, so I didn't quite get as far as last time, but made a change here with the Watt instead of the NB, a little bit less stable disc throwing up this steep hill, and put it right under the basket for the tap-in par. On number 10, 213-foot par 3. I'm throwing the motion again. Last round I birdied it, so I figured don't change it again. And threw it a little bit inside this time. Got a good kick though. It's going to lead me about halfway to the basket or so. Going to be a long putt. I'm going to give it a run. And this round was very tiring. It was much hotter. It's heated up throughout the day. This is close to 215 or probably about 225, 230 at this point, and it's hot. I believe it's in the 90s today. On the trail here on hole 11, 447-foot par 4. Throw it right down the middle. And I'm getting tireder and tireder as this round goes on. You can see that in me, but I'm throwing the detour here. Once again, threw it down the middle, got it up close to the basket. I'm going to have a run at it here for the birdie. I'm going to give it a really good run here. We're going to hit the cage, fall, roll back. That roll could have been a lot worse, but I'm fine with it. I'm going to have this putt here for the par. That's probably about an 18-footer or so. Hole 12 is going to be a 322-foot par 3, throwing the detour. Threw a thumber last round. This round I decided to go with the backhand and actually did a pretty good job with it. But unfortunately, you're going to see here I kind of mess up this zone west shot. I was kind of pinched off. I didn't have much of a choice here, and I just overcooked it. I just threw it way too hard. Threw it right into that tree. So this is a long putt for to save the par. I'm going to leave it out to the left a bit. Gonna have this one for the bogey. I'm gonna cash it in. Hole 13 is gonna be a 338-foot par 3. This round I'm gonna throw the trance instead of the trail, and I'm gonna throw it right down the middle of the fairway. Much better throw than last round. And I'm gonna have this for a long birdie attempt. Amazing what you can do when you keep it in bounds. Gonna have this one a little toss in here for the par. Hole 14 is going to be a 315-foot par 3, throwing the trail, and I'm starting to get tired here, and you're going to see I'm going to over-rotate on this throw and just throw it right into the trees. And I could hear it like moving through the trees. It never hit anything that I could hear until way later than it looked like I should have. So I got about halfway down the hole here, and it rolled right down to this little ditch. And I'm going to take that detour and just throw it on the patent pending and get it out here right to pin high, just left of the basket. And I have this to save the par. I'm just going to put it right in. That was a good hole. Hole 15, 364-foot par 3, throwing the trail. And this one I'm going to throw right down the middle of the fairway. This felt great. And that was me saying, just get up over that creek, and I did. And I had this long run here for the birdie. And I'm just going to put it up next to the basket, take my par and go. Hole 16 is going to be a 324-foot par 3. Throwing the trance again here, and this I'm just throwing it down the middle. I'm not worried about distance. I'm just playing for par. And this was lead card, by the way. I did make lead card for the first time in a very long time in a tournament, so I'm very happy with that. We were playing 5 on the card for this tournament, and I tap in for par there. Hole 17, I missed my drive. Unfortunately, that's for birdie. I put this right next to the basket with that Zone OS, and I hate I missed the drive. I just forgot to hit record, and I parked it. Throwing the thumber here with the scorch on 18, 283-foot par 3. The motion last round, I didn't get it far enough to the right, or as far as I wanted. The scorch, I put it, in line with the basket. I feel like I had the same distance putt. I'm just a different angle coming in, and I gave it another run, and gosh, I thought I was gonna drop it in there, but just gonna leave this for par. Hole number 1 is gonna be a 242-foot par 3. I'm throwing the hex this round, and this was like a magic trick. I threw this hex, and I felt like I threw it perfect, and it goes right down the middle, starts to hyzer, and right here it disappeared. And I didn't see it. I could see there on the camera where I hit that late tree, but from my angle where I was, I couldn't see it. I didn't know what happened to it. But it's going to leave me with this. I had a good line to the basket, so I'm going to give it a run. And just a little bit left of the basket. It's going to leave me a little comeback putt here for the save the par, but it's a manageable putt, especially now that I feel like I've got my putt back. I had to kind of get my what do they call it? My timing points. Throwing the crave here on hole 2, 227-foot par 3. But I feel like I've got it now on my putt. I've got my timing down now. Where I go up as I'll rock back, and then as I bring it down as I'll go forward, and then I'll let it go. I feel like I put it online a lot more. This was pretty simple par. Hole number 3, we're back to the 403-foot par 4. Trying to recreate what I did the first time, but you're going to see here I over-rotate again just because, like I say, I'm getting tired and I just yank it. My legs are starting to cramp up. It's just, the same old, these 2 rounds in one day tournaments. First round I'm always nice and fresh by the end, but by the end of the second round I'm extremely tired. This is my birdie shot here. I'm trying to throw it up to the basket, and that's what I do. I just get it up there, just behind the basket to the right. A little tap in here for the par. Hole number 4 is going to be a 467-foot par 5, and I am extremely tired at this point. Throwing the volt again, and I just don't put anything on it, and it's going to go left and be in the woods, unfortunately. And I'm going to have this kind of tight shot here. My only option was this forehand roller with the Zone OS, and unfortunately it just stayed straight. I'm wondering if that branch, kind of kept it straight on me. I just threw it to the woods on the other side of the fairway. Got my fierce. I'm going to throw on a patent pending again, and I just kind of rip on it to get it up to the gap. And this is going to be a long putt to save the par. I'm well outside of circle 2, or yeah, well outside of 1. I might be just inside the back edge of 2. I have to take my tap in for bogey. Here on hole number 4. Hole 5 is going to be a 412-foot par 3. I'm throwing the trail this time after the scorch last round. I figured let me throw something a little less stable because I was getting, like I said, I was getting tired. And threw it right down the middle. Didn't get much distance on it, but I'm going to give this NB another run like I did last round. And once again, gave it a great run. I did the same exact thing as last round. A little bit further comeback putt this time than the first round, but I'm gonna do my best here to save it. We're gonna save the par there. Hole number 6, 342-foot par 3. I'm throwing the servo this round. Last round I threw the reactor, which was threw it a little short. It's a good throw. I'm doing the servo this time, and it's just everything's coming out weak on me, and it does not get any straight distance. But I get a pretty good ways down here. It's just left. I cannot see the basket from here. I'm going to have to putt over that bunch of hedges, that tree. And I'm just tossing it up there to try to get it close. Like I said, I couldn't see the basket at all. How about this putt for par? And hole 7, our last hole, 364-foot par 3. I really wanted to par this so bad because I knew where I was on the card, and I needed to par this to beat my first round score. Unfortunately, I hit a tree, kicked right. I'm going to have this Watt and put on an ante, toss it up, get close to the basket. I'm going to give myself a chance here, but unfortunately, you're going to see the disc kind of, it did not come out of my hand well. My hands were so damp, and the discs did not feel right because of how humid it was, how hot it was, and unfortunately I missed that putt. You know, it's all on me. It's not anything. I just missed the putt, but I had that comebacker for the bogey. And so basically I shot the exact same thing I shot round 1, just without the out of bounds. I just did it on my own. And shot a 895 rated round for an 896 rated event. I went 897, 895, averaged 896 for the event, +2 to finish tied for 5th at 4 over. And this was absolutely a wonderful tournament. I enjoyed it. I'm sitting here trying to avoid cramping up. Every time I stand up, I feel like my hamstrings are just going to turn into stone on me. But that's what these 2-rounders do. You know, 2 rounds in one day is a lot of disc golf. I said 59, that's 118 times I shifted my weight onto my lead leg. And that's a lot. You know, I'm a big guy. And that's a lot of weight shifting on that leg so many times. And, you know, afterwards I pay for it. But I keep doing it because I enjoy it. But thanks so much for watching. This was a great tournament. Next week is going to be the Crosstown. We're going to be 3 courses, 3 rounds, and it's going to be a good one. So stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for watching. See you again next time.